Hi guys. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching me from. How are you people? Well, today I want to talk about liquid courage. So liquid courage is like the courage you get once you've taken a little bit of alcohol. Okay. And sometimes people tend to talk a whole lot once they've had a few drinks. Yeah. Granted that people react differently when they drink. Yeah. But sometimes there are those people who really get emboldened and they start speaking things that they wouldn't even imagine that they would be able to talk about in the manner in which they do, which is normally very confidently, and they will speak with such confidence and boldness that when they're sober, they really don't carry themselves in that way. So I just want to talk to you guys and see if you believe that this is what is called liquid courage, or it's just an excuse that people use and then blame it on the alcohol. Yeah, so you guys let me know, what do you think? Do you think this is just like things that people really want to talk about, or they just use alcohol as an escape, you know? Yeah. So liquid courage, some people refer to it as, this is one of the Google definitions, the confidence some people get from drinking alcohol before they do something that needs courage. Yeah. So, uh, so this is also another point that I didn't know about. All this is Google, okay? Google stuff. Hi, Sadra, how are you? So alcohol is a long association of military use and has been called liquid courage for its role in preparing troops for battle. See, I didn't even know that something like that was being done. It has also been used to anesthetize, or that word. It's like anesthesia for injured soldiers. Anesthesia. Hi, I love your hair. Thank you, Rose's Room. Thank you. Guys, you're welcome to my channel, and please show me some love by subscribing. Yeah, thank you. So anyway, yeah, so liquid courage is that courage that you get once you drink alcohol. Obviously it's advised for people to like consume alcohol in moderation, because alcoholism is real. And the thing about being an alcoholic is that it creeps on someone. It creeps on you and you don't easily notice, and it's not easy to trace because you're thinking, oh, it's just a drink, I just have a drink here and there. But that pattern can lead to addiction. Yeah. Yeah. But in this case, I'm just talking about liquid courage. If you're having like a fun night out, or just having a barbecue or whatever it is, you could be having with the family and friends, and then you have like a few drinks, and then it gives you the courage and the confidence to open your heart, to spill your guts. DIY specialist. I stopped drinking alcohol nearly 3 years ago and I feel much better. I agree, yeah. When you stop drinking alcohol for some time, your body feels really good. Hi, Sabine Mohammed. How are you? Thank you for saying hi. And guys, please, all of you, subscribe to my channel. Yeah. So liquid courage is something real. I have seen it happen. KG Campbell, we have. What does that mean? WAHAP. I don't understand it. I'm sorry. Yeah. Guys, like the live. Someone liked and unliked. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah. So um yeah, I was just thinking about this and I was like, oh, so a lot of people talk of liquid courage. And I don't know, in my culture, they say that the drunkard speaks the truth, like it's not the alcohol, it's just the truth that comes out. Okay, maybe alcohol has a little to do with it, like just, I don't know. Yeah, but what I think happens, and this is entirely my opinion, is that once you are a little bit intoxicated or you have your alcohol, you've drank a little bit, you don't filter as much, you know? Good morning, Angela. Hi, Soul Survivor. I'm good. How have you been? It's been quite a while. What you mean by the words you have written there? Oh, Sabid, the words liquid courage is like alcohol courage. So they call it liquid because alcohol is liquid. Yeah. So that is just the term used to describe the confidence people get from drinking alcohol. Yeah. I hope that makes sense for you. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So I just think alcohol, what it does is that you don't filter stuff, right? When I was younger and growing up, teenager, I would not filter stuff at all. Yeah. Okay, all right. I would not filter my words. I would not filter my thoughts. Whatever I think is what I would say. And there's something so freeing about that, because you don't really have a lot of things bottled up. It was so freeing. And then adulthood happened, and you come to realize that some people are very sensitive. um DIY specialist, I sometimes drink a non-alcoholic beer, and that is much better. No hangover or health problems. Yes, yeah. Hangovers are the worst. Hangovers are just like crazy. My dad is a beer drinker. Oh, okay. In Kenya, people drink beer, and beer is regarded as like that drink you have after work. Yeah. Soul Survivor, I watch all your short videos and hit the like button. Just been busy lately. Oh, thank you so much for the love, Soul Survivor. Thank you. Yeah, it gives courage to say the truth, right? Yes, it does. It gives courage to say the truth. Yeah, that's what people say. That alcohol gives you the courage to speak your mind, basically. Yeah. Soul Survivor, how have you been? You've been busy. I hope everything is okay with you. Yeah, so I just think it gives you like the confidence to speak freely. I don't know if it's the truth, but it's maybe your truth. So it gives people like the confidence to speak freely and not filter stuff. I am not advocating for anyone to drink alcohol. No, 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 no. By no means am I doing that, because I know how dangerous alcohol can be. So please, if you're not drinking, don't even start. Don't even think of trying to taste it, okay? If you're already drinking, then just manage your intake. But I am not in any way, shape, or form promoting, you know, the consumption of alcohol. Yeah. So we're just discussing and talking about, issues that we face. And liquid courage is one of those things that happens in society. I don't drink alcohol or smoke anything. That is good. Kudos, Soul Survivor. Yeah. Smoking, I cannot smoke because it's just the smell, especially the aftertaste. Yeah. So I'm glad I don't smoke. So that's a plus for me. DIY specialist. I think God gives true courage, and alcohol is artificial courage that comes with a nasty hangover. Mm-hmm. I agree. Mm-hmm. And also, yeah, um, yeah, the hangovers are just horrible. Yeah, you don't want that. Yeah. Yeah, and I agree when you say it's artificial courage because once the alcohol wears off, then you're not gonna speak your truth, or maybe you need to drink again to speak your truth, so that would be exhausting, I feel like. Yeah. And personally, I think what happens is that it just gives you the freedom to not filter your words and your thoughts. Yeah. Because as children, look at how kids are. Kids will always speak their mind. They don't care who's listening. They don't care how you take it. They don't care. They just speak freely. They can speak anywhere, anytime, with anyone and anyhow. So that's just how kids are. Yeah. And I think as we grow older, as you become an adult, I don't know if it's the societal construct. I don't know if it's the expectations that the world has of us, but we just change. Like personally, I changed in the way that I speak because I have to filter my thoughts first, and that is difficult. Trust me. I don't know. Yeah, because I would be thinking something, then I have to like just gather my thoughts for a few seconds. Sabin Muhammad says, I'm a Muslim and I haven't tasted it, and I have many friends who do this, and they get me with them to drive and all. They use me that way. Well, at least they have a sober driver, and what you're doing is really helpful. Yeah, so they don't get behind the wheel when they are intoxicated. Yeah, so I feel like the filtering is very exhausting. Like sometimes you get a headache because sometimes you just want to speak your mind and you just want to say what you want to say. But then you have to think about how, who is the audience? How are they going to take it? Will they be offended? Okay, maybe I should not use this word. Maybe I should use a different word. Maybe I should say it in a different way. So just imagine all of that going in your mind. And by the time you speak, you're exhausted, you're tired. You're like, oh my gosh, why can't I just say it? Yeah. And that's why I admire children. Like, children are really, really free, and they don't get to complicate their lives with a lot of things. Yeah. But being an adult, you really have to like watch your words, how you speak, what you'll be saying. Yeah, and by the time you speak, you're like, yes, because words are powerful. Yes, I agree. Yeah. And once you speak them out, you can't take the words back. Yeah. Hmm. They could make or break. Yeah. I think it's just the responsibility that comes with being an adult. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know if it's yeah, it's a complicated subject, I guess. Yeah. On one hand, I just want to like think it and speak it, think it and speak it. On the other hand, just like Soul Survivor says that words are powerful, I also want to be careful not to hurt someone or damage someone with my words. Yeah. I would like my words to be uplifting and encouraging, and even if and when I'm correcting someone, I would like it to be done out of love and just be considerate of that person's feelings. And so that is what we call adulting, ladies and gentlemen. So for all the teenagers, lucky are you because you still have a few years to act up. And once you become an adult and you understand the power of words, you understand how like how you carry yourself and you present yourself has an impact and affects people. And yeah. Yeah. So some people, when they want to act out, when they just want to speak and not be held responsible for their words, then what do? They drink the alcohol, bring it on, they drink it and drink it, and then boom, they start speaking and speaking and speaking, and then they'll be like, blame it on the alcohol, don't blame it on me, it is the liquid. But is it really? um DIY specialist, I'm from England, I want to visit Kenya, it looks beautiful. Yes, please do. It is beautiful for sure. How is England? Can I know more about you? What do you want to know more about me? You can ask, and I'll see if I can answer. If I can't, I'll let you know as well. Yeah. So just like I was saying before, the liquid courage is something that happens. It happens on a daily basis to different people. And yeah, it's just a way for people to be honest, to just speak their mind freely. And because they know deep down that words and actions have, repercussions and consequences. So maybe alcohol would be like, you know a good excuse to act up or whatever, or act out, or however they say it. Um, must be able to read the room, yes, and the energy of the people and person you're talking to, or person you're talking. Yes, Soul Survivor, I agree. I'm very big on energy. I wasn't really an energy person, if that's a word, uh, or, or if that's a term, or yeah. But energy is very important, yeah. And I really want to dedicate a lot of time into just reading more about energy and stuff like that. But yeah, that's a very, very good point. England is good in the summer, but mostly it is raining, lol. LOL. Yeah, I know. I'm like, what's up with summer rains? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, summer is good. I like summer because I like the heat. I always like the heat. Can you share your Instagram ID? I mean, your Instagram ID. Okay. What do you want to do with my Instagram ID? Sabid Muhammad. It is ANDIA. Wait. I don't know if I have like a couple of Instagrams, so let me see which one I would like to use. Yay. Yay. Nyasiaya. I don't know how I will pronounce that for you. It is THE. No, that will be difficult. Let me give you this other one. ANDIALUV. I think that will be easier for you. Yeah. Cindy Prem, you have good energy. Your smile is like sunshine. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Cindy Prem. Submit, it is ANDIALUV. ANDIALUV. Yep. Alrighty. So what else did I want to say about this? Yeah. So, oh, thank you. Okay. I didn't put up a question. Let me see. Courage, a good thing. Okay, so yeah. I really like Kenyan and Ghanaian people. They are friendly. Oh, that is good to know. That is so good to know. Thank you. Yeah, so what I would like to say is that I have experienced liquid courage before, okay? And it is not something that, just like Soul Survivor said, Uh, Soul Survivor said that words are powerful, and I agree 100%. Yeah. So that was when I was young. You know, there's a period where you're young and foolish and stupid, as we say it. Yeah. But once you know better, you do better. Yeah. So I don't uh, resort to liquid courage to speak my mind. And so, have you got my request? Yeah, I saw something pop up. I'll see it later because I'm using this gadget. This is the one I'll use to check. But thank you for following me. Um, yeah. So the what was I saying? Yeah. Once you know better, you do better, and I think whatever courage you feel like you have once you've taken a few drinks, maybe you can just wait until you're sober, and then you can, in a calm environment, speak it out. Like, that is the ideal situation, you know? The ideal situation would be to sit down and speak rationally instead of shouting at each other, like, oh, woo, woo, woo. Then you don't really have any resolution, right? So for me, the ideal thing to do would be to sit down as grown adults and just speak through things. Yeah. What I've also gotten to learn is that I might not always like what the other person says, but that doesn't mean that I can't sit down and listen to them, you know? So maturity dictates that you sit down and you listen, even if you don't like what the other person is saying. So long as it's done in a respectful way, I think we can sit down, listen, and then you can respond to it. Whatever you want, you feel like you can take from that conversation, you take it. Whatever, you just filter whatever is good for you and whatever won't work for you, and like you keep it moving. That is the ideal situation for me. Yeah. And I think it came with just observing how my father would like resolve disputes when we were growing up. Yes, Sabid, I saw your request. Yeah, I'll check it later. Um, so my dad, what would happen is we'll be given, do they say chores? Yeah. Like duties in the house, yeah. We had help, like people helping us with the work in the house, but it was very important for us to like do something, you know, to be given whatever, if it was doing dishes or like sweeping the yard or the compound, as we call it in Kenya, or just like helping prepare the food for, you know, for our dogs. So each of us had like their own responsibilities. And in the morning, we would be assigned these duties, you know, and sometimes, you know how kids are, you don't want to do it, or you prioritize your games first and you just disappear and you don't do whatever you are asked to do. So in the evenings, when my dad would come and just try to like catch up, you know, with us and get a feel of how our day was individually, you know, but we were doing it like in a group setting. And sometimes he would call us like one by one, so we used to call it his court. So in Swahili we refer to father as baba, so we would call him baba, so we would call it baba's court, as in court, like, you know, a court where you have the judge and all that. Yeah, so that's what we would do. And so when he would call us one by one, we knew it was like serious stuff. So all of us would be waiting in line. And you go in and you find him seated there, and he, you know, he, yeah, beckons you to sit, and he asks you like, you know, how your day was, You take him through it. He asks you what you did. If you read anything. He was very big on reading, and he had like a room full of books. Yeah, my dad really loved reading. Yeah. So you tell him, everything that happened, and then he would ask you if you've done, like if you fulfilled your duties for the day. And there is when our tummies would start rumbling because for sure, most of the times we were just being cheeky. You know how kids are. You just do it like half-heartedly. And that was a problem for him, yeah? Because he was really showing us and just training us to do things in an excellent way. Like you give it your all, right? And so you'd sit there and they ask you, so let's say, for example, I was supposed to do dishes and then I didn't do the dishes, and someone else had to do it. And we used to wonder, how would he know? Because he was out working the whole day. How does he know? Is he like watching us or what's happening? Yeah, so he would ask, and then you try to like give him like some half truths and half lies. But then he knew it. I don't know if it was body language that would give it away. I don't know. Yeah, and then he's like, no, you did not do it, or maybe this is what you did. And so he would ask us, like, or the person, yeah, so he would ask me, like, let me use me like as an example, myself as an example. So he would be like, okay, so why didn't you do the dishes? Okay, did you have enough time to do the dishes? Were you facing any difficulties? Did you ask for help? At one point, did you think that if I don't do this, it's going to inconvenience the other person? And it takes you through all these questions and you find yourself answering. And then at the end of it all, he would ask, like, so, what do you think you deserve, after all of this, Do you deserve, like, is it a reward or punishment? And of course, you'll be like, yeah, punishment. Okay, so how many strokes of the cane? Because people, for us, we were being caned at home. Mm-mm. All of us, yeah. So he would ask, like, how many strokes of the cane do you think you should get? Or if you preferred, like, alternative forms of punishment. And I would be like, okay, maybe like 3 strokes of the cane. So if you are heavy on your punishment, he would reduce it. If you are light on the punishment and whatever offense, you committed or crime or whatever, if it wasn't matching, if the punishment wasn't matching the offense, then he would adjust it accordingly. So we always wanted to like overdo it a little bit so that he could have compassion and just cut it in half or just pardon you, right? Yeah. And so this kind of style for disciplining, I really appreciated it because even by the time you get to discuss the number of strokes you should get, like strokes of the cane, so when you're being punished, he's not doing it with anger, and he's not being carried away with emotions. No, he's just doing it because that is the right thing to do. And he's doing it when he's calm and measured. Yeah. The problem comes in when a child is being disciplined and the parent is angry and emotional, and the parent is just hitting anywhere and not caring where he or she is hitting the child. So that I have a problem with. Yeah. Because now the child's life is in danger because you don't know if you're really like hurting this child. And like Soul Survivor was talking about the energy, so the child can feel that you're being, like you're doing it out of anger and not out of love. And it creates a lot of animosity between the child and the parent. Yeah. So I really admired and liked the way my dad would go about disciplining us, because yeah, it would just at that time it was like instilling in us this sense of discipline that we did not know it was at the time. Yeah. And he was also showing us how you can resolve disputes without having to like yeah, without being crazy or shouting at people or just acting out like, like crazy out there. Yeah, so that I really appreciate that. Yeah. So it was funny how we would call it. We'd be like, oh, we are going to Baba's court. Have you been to the court? Oh my gosh, it's court day. Oh my goodness. ah Oh, I typed in a wrong question. My God. I put courtyard instead of courage. Sorry, guys. My God. It is what is it called? Typo. You just type and then, okay. Now this is the correct question. I can't edit it. Yeah. Oh, you agree? Yes, for sure. Yeah. So, yeah. So, why was I going all the way like back? So I was just using that like to try and explain, uh, my thought that resolving disputes and conflicts should be done in an amicable way, should be done like when two people are calm. If you feel like you're still heated up and you don't wanna, talk about it, you can just take time to cool off, and then you come back when you're like relaxed. Yeah. Hi, Elizabeth Winfrida. How are you? Welcome to my channel. Yeah, so it's easier said than done. Yeah, there are times I've really tried to resolve disputes when I'm heated. But what comes out of that is just regret, and then maybe you say things that you cannot take back, and then you just feel horrible afterwards. Oh, that's good. Good to know that you're okay. Yeah, and then it's not helpful. It's not good for your mental health, for your emotional health, physical health, because stress can like, make you sick. I've been sick just out of being stressed, so I know, yeah. So, yeah, when you feel like you have that urge or that itch to say something to someone, but you're charged emotionally, and just like take a step back, just breathe in and breathe out. And yeah, it's difficult, it's not easy, trust me, it will take everything in you. But I feel like once you practice it, once you do it once, and then you just get into the habit of doing that, then it becomes like almost second nature to you. Yeah. But all that shouting and yelling at someone, it is not really helpful. Not to you, not to the person that is on the receiving end. What I do when I would like to shout, because I feel like shouting is good, to release all that energy and stress that you might have, because life is difficult, guys. So what I would do is go to like an open field. Yeah, open space, open field, and scream my lungs out. I would scream until I cannot scream anymore. And I always feel good. Always. I always feel good. Scream, scream. Or sometimes what I do, I just like talk in the mirror. Ooh, and then it's all gone. So what you have is just good energy. I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency. Hey. All we need is good energy. Oh, I don't need no negativity around me. High frequency. Oh, I'm talking good energy. Yay. Yeah, having good energy is good, and to just maintain like this kind of feeling of being calm and feeling good, you really need to be intentional on a lot of things, what you listen to, what you consume in terms of reading, and also just even TV. and the kind of people you surround yourself with. Positive affirmations. I really like positive affirmations, you know. You wake up in the morning and you start speaking positively to your life, to yourself. Say, I am beautiful, I am handsome, I am bold, I'm confident, I am happy, you know. I am an achiever, I am strong, I am loving, I am kind. So those kind of things, you just speak positivity to yourself. Trust me, it works because it puts your mind in a certain frame of just thinking positive things, you know. Because when you think negative, you tend to go down that route, you know. Your thoughts, your words, your decisions, a lot of things will just be like on the negative part. But when you think positive, you know, you just attract positive energy. Positive energy. It's all about positivity. Oh, yes, Soul Survivor. Yes, yeah. So, with that being said, I speak positivity to all of you. I hope and pray that you will go out there if you haven't already, you know, just being bold and kind and loving and happy and just being positive and just reacting to situations in a positive way. Yeah, people will try to get under your skin. Sometimes work gets difficult and boring and people can try to annoy you, but just have this positive mindset, you know. Yeah, just don't allow people to dictate how you react, or you know. Yeah, you're in control of your life, you're the driver. So just before, what I was taught in driving school is always look ahead and stay in your lane, you know. So always look ahead. So in terms of life, how I interpret it is like I look far beyond just here, you know. Whatever I do now, whatever I say now, what is the implication, you know? What type of legacy do I want to leave? So you think far out like that. And yeah, and also just being positive just helps you live like a better quality of life. You know, who wants to stay around negative or bitter Betty? No one. I'm just using bitter Betty as an example. No offense to any Bettys out there. It's just a phrase that came up in my mind. Yeah, so I want to wish you all a blessed day, blessed morning, blessed afternoon, evening, wherever you're watching me from, you know. Don't rely on alcohol to give you the courage. You have what it takes in you to, you know, to be courageous enough to say the things you want to say, and also just being mindful and knowing that words are powerful, but also living in your truth, you know. You don't want to live a lie and live your life to please people. You know. Yeah. You need to love yourself first, be happy, you know, in your life before you can spread all this love and happiness. And so I want to say goodbye for now. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you, Soul Survivor, for rocking with me. Sabid Mohammed, thank you. DIY Specialist. Cindy, thank you. I hope I'm not missing out on it. Strawberry, it's always a pleasure to have you on here. Who else? KG Campbell, Rose's Room, Sadra. I thank you all, to all the new subscribers who are joining the family, and to the existing ones who continue supporting me by watching my videos, you know, joining me on my live. I thank you all so much, and I will see you guys later on. Oh, Soul Survivor says thank you and enjoy your day. You too. Bye.